So this is the walk up from the car park, heading towards Moel Y Gamelin. The car park is really good actually, there's a toilet block there as well. As I pan round in a minute you can see all the way down to the Horseshoe Falls. So initially you walk up the road for a little bit, and as we came to the bit where the path turned off, we saw some very nice, slightly inquisitive cows, so we went over and said a quick hello. So this is the first bit of the climb. When you move away from Llangollen farm, you start to follow the path up. It was pretty well marked out, it was a nice dry day. I especially like this little sheep who kept giving me the nod, and then as you get onto a bridleway and a good track around the other side, it's really easy to follow it, and you're just contouring around, nice straightforward walking really. These are today's lovely views. I totally forgot to do the car park intro, so I'll add that on at the end of the video, because there is a really good car park with a toilet, that's always important, and I'll upload the map in a little bit as well. But back out again, should be thunderstorms predicted, rain, cold, and it's lovely blue sunny sky, so it's about 21-22 degrees. As we contoured around, we came to the remains of a slate mine. So the building that looks like a small castle tower is the winding house. Just down from it is the incline where the slate would have been delivered down to the valley, and you can just see the slate face there. The remains of the incline, as I pointed out here, are quite visible. You can see where it would have gone down into the valley. Where we're walking along now was actually a slight deviation to our route. We decided to follow the wider track and contour around while gaining height at a more gentle pace. We couldn't actually find the original path, even though it was supposed to be there, but this route would have led us round to meet up with our originally planned path. So our final destination is up there. We're going to go past the edge of these tips and we're going to go through this gorse. Lots and lots of lovely gorse. So it was a good day for me to put shorts on, obviously. And the paths around here are quite tricky to find. There's lots of them all over the OS map, but some have disappeared, some are covered in fern, some are really narrow, like this one. So you really got to be alright with your nav skills, especially if you're doing it off map and paper. So you can just about make out, just there is the top peaks of the Berwins, which you can get to from the Pistol Raider waterfall. And then we're heading up there, around the back of the slate quarry. Is there even a path? Yeah, super path. Yeah, wicked. So from the top of here, you can literally see Snowdon, Tryfan, the Glidders, there it is, and the Carnethli, all sat out in front of us. Like, I've never been to the top of here when it hasn't been either cloudy or you've not been able to see that far. So we stayed at the summit for a good 30 minutes. This is just a little 360. The views in all directions were amazing because it was really clear, and although it was really windy, hence doing the voiceover now, it was absolutely stunning up there. We're just coming down here from Moel Y Gamelin and heading towards Moel Y Fern, which you can see in the distance. My Welsh pronunciation, I'm afraid, isn't the best there. So on the path from the Ponderosa Café at the top of the Horseshoe Pass, heading towards Bryn Ir Ordin, again my terrible Welsh pronunciation, there's like a really well defined path that looks down the valley, and I like to stop here and have dinner if I am out and about, so I'm using the OEX burner this week. £35 from Go Outdoors, works really well for a tasty little pot noodle while looking down the valley. So it's quite warm now, 23, 24 degrees, and all the way up there, you can't say, I'm being terrible with this pointing again. We've come from all the way over there, which that was the summit where you could see absolutely everything. We've come all the way around past the Ponderosa and around this little ridge, and we're now going to head off in this direction. And then we're going to come through that forest over there, back down the other side, and that's it. That pretty much loops you back to the car. So Llangollen quarry is on the route that we were following, so we went and had a little explore and had a look, and you can see where they've cut all of the slate away here. There's some tips across the way. Here's the entrance to what's probably a slate cavern, but it's obviously filled in now and you can't really get any access down there, not that I'd particularly want to. Then I took a little walk over the back and there was this huge big dugout pit. The video really doesn't give it justice as to how deep it was, but if you sort of explore outside the quarry, you can see these big pits which are grassed over now. It gives you an idea of how much material these guys actually shifted. The last bit of this walk is through a forest as you've passed the Goith and then come back through and crossed the river. You are then walking through what's called the Birches, and you are going basically all the way back down towards the car. You're sort of coming from the upper level of the walk, and it's just a really nice walk through the forest. And at the end of the day, when you're a little bit tired and the sun was beating down on us, it was quite a lot of nice welcome shade. So that's the end of this little video. Thank you very much for watching, and remember to give our channel a like and to give it a share as well.